disregard. Handful of complaints, but I can't help the fact that everyone can see these scars. What I want you to want, what I want you to feel, but it's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you to just believe this is real. So let go, watching you turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here 'cause you're all that I got. Turn your back on me, I won't be ignored. I can't stand the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me, I won't be ignored. Time won't change this feelings anymore. Don't turn your back on me, I won't be ignored. I can't stand. Don't turn your back on me, I won't be ignored. Time won't change.
One day, Thomas the Tank Engine was collecting some trucks from the clay pits. Fergus and Derek were there. They just arranged the trucks for him. "Hello, Thomas," said Fergus. "Hello, Fergus," replied Thomas. "Now remember, Thomas," said Derek, "be careful." "Thanks for the warning, Derek," said Thomas. "Now be careful, Thomas," said Fergus. "There's plenty of mist going about." "Don't worry, Fergus," said Thomas. "I'll be more careful." Soon, the guard blew the whistle, and Thomas was off.
Around 3:20, we got a radio broadcast from Her Majesty's government about possible air raids on certain areas in Great Britain. Since this is quite important information, the broadcast was redirected all across the island so that everyone could hear it.
We interrupt regular programming to bring you a message from Her Majesty's government. Please stand by and await further information. This is an emergency warning from the BBC. Information of a possible nuclear strike against this country has been received. The current threat level is critical, meaning an attack is imminent. Civilians are advised to stay in their homes. Evacuations are currently taking place in the London, Manchester, Birmingham and Leeds areas. If you are in these areas, police will lead you to safety. Follow their orders without question. If you are not in these areas, you should stay at home unless police tell you otherwise. All non-essential telephone lines have been disconnected for military use. You should begin your preparations for the strike. Collect 14 days' worth of essential supplies such as food, water, medicine and clothing. Ensure you have a battery-powered radio with a change of batteries for the duration of the sheltering period to ensure you can listen to information and the all clear. Nuclear strikes create fallout, deadly dust which will spread for hundreds of miles and will affect everyone in this country, no matter how rural the area they live in. This deadly dust will cause radiation sickness followed by death. You are advised to build an inner refuge in the lowest and most central part of your home, as far away from external doors and windows as possible. Use non-flammable materials, such as doors, tables, chairs, and use bags or cases of sand to bulk out the shelter. You and your family should remain in this shelter for the majority of the 14-day period you will remain at home. You will be unable to leave your fallout room. Collect water now. Water services will be disconnected to prevent major fallout contamination, and if you do not collect water now, you will not be able to collect it during the sheltering period. Collect approximately 3.5 pints of water per person per day. nuclear explosions have three main effects: extreme heat, extreme light, and a shock wave blast. People in major cities which are likely to be targets are being evacuated, as the explosion will destroy anything in its path for at least 5 miles. The areas in which police will be unable to evacuate everyone, a siren will sound to alert you that you are potentially in the blast radius and evacuate to safety. Those that do not hear a siren should not evacuate, as they are not in the blast zone and should spend time constructing an inner refuge. We can now confirm the trajectories of the missiles. They are London, Manchester, Birmingham, Leeds, Glasgow and Bristol. If you are in or within a 10-mile radius of these cities, evacuate now. Failure to do so will result in certain death. NATO is now in discussion with various nations to discuss what action should be taken against the Soviet Union. France and the United States are preparing for counter-strikes. The Queen will make a speech after the strike.
The second message was directed from Sodor, indicating that there were possible air raids coming for us. That was what scared a lot of us.
This is a message for the Islander Sodor from the Mayor's office. There's been reports from Her Majesty's government that there are possible air strikes coming to Sodor Shores. Please be advised that evacuation has been approved. Several military units from the British Army are coming to oversee evacuations. The Serbian police will also be assisting civilian jails and other victims of Sodor. You have a choice to evacuate the people. Again, this is only a possibility, but we are taking these precautions now just to be safe. Evacuees will be sent to Barrow in Furness for safety. Barrow is currently being turned into a security point between Sodor and the mainland. Good luck to all of you, and may God be with us all in these troubling times.
Some of the people and engines had been around during both world wars and had seen firsthand how devastating even one air raid could be.
After we heard all that, the engines and the road vehicles feel that they're not safe on Sodor, but the drivers and all of their friends told them that everything will be okay. Everyone was very worried about what could happen to them if they got infected by all this, and they also hope somehow the Britain people will be okay. It just take time, they would say.